Scope, how you doing, brother? You got the YAR? I got the YAR. This is the YAR, right? Is it not? Yep. You know, I like it. It reminds me of the Hummer. Not as, it doesn't flop around like the... Doesn't flop around like the, what's the floppy one? The Con. Skyrograph. What's up, brother? Is that Owen? It's gotta be. There can't be two Skyrographs. So we're gonna go rescue one truck. We're gonna see how long it takes to get up there and get it done. No worries. We're gonna get up here and get this truck restored, recovered, rescued, whatever. Doesn't matter. And we will, I don't know. Let's see how we feel when we get up there. It might be worth moving on to the next map. Maybe we'll do one more. I don't like, there's 3 crane jobs on this map. We need to go pick up bricks. I don't know. Seems like kind of lazy map design to me, to have 3 jobs like that. Although it also has 3 vehicle restores. I felt like the first 2 areas that we were in had more variety. Oh dear. So let's see if we can get to another part of Russia that has a little bit more variety, because this map is seeming to me, maybe I'm crazy, it seems to me to be a little, you know, a little bland. Not very interesting. So we're coming up here to this thing right here. That one right there. No, that one right there. This one right here. Yep. We're coming up to this one right here, and we just need to get it restored, and I think we can continue on after that. Lancashire Farmer, how you doing, brother? I don't know what it is about certain games, but I can't count the number of times that I've been playing a game while I've been watching a game. Some games you can do it with, others you can't. Like, I couldn't do it with something like COD or Tarkov or Division or something, but for Farm Sim, I've done it more times than I care to mention. Yeah, I feel like everybody who's bought this game has binged it. I don't know why. It's a very well-balanced game, but everybody that gets it seems to just fall into a time toilet with it and really play a lot of it. I will reach out to Saber and let them know I am an unpaid ambassador on behalf of their product, and if they could hook me up with some, well, I don't need DLC because I got the, what do you call it? I got the, you know, the thing with the thing. Exactly. Yeah, it really is. The way that Michigan is set up, it really does kind of just grab you right away. And it seems like there's not much of a learning curve. You can be playing the game very quickly at not necessarily a high level, but there's not a lot to learn. You can learn to drive the truck in just a few minutes, and then after that it's just a question of like improving your skills, but you can have fun with it right away. I had somebody ask for a link. I think it might have been one of my first live streams. I can't remember their name, but somebody asked me what my affiliate link was. Oh, you're just being sweet now. I ain't got no affiliate link, man. I'm just a baby streamer. We've got an autonomous winch, and I suspect we're gonna need it. We wanna go that way, yeah. We'll get some low gears going here. Make it? Gonna make it? Could just be me, but I feel like the tree branches have been buffed. Is that a thing? Is that possible? Now, they could be different trees, right? They're using different models and different assets in Russia than in Michigan and Alaska. Could be that these maps were designed by a different crew. Who knows? But it certainly feels like the trees are more, you know? I feel like the trees are out to get me now. All right. Hopefully, we've got enough repair points on here. I came out here with the Azov and did the beginning of the repair. So I think we've got enough repair points on the roof to finish the repair. When we do, this little car up here is going to disappear. And then we can just continue on. I'm told that there are no garages anywhere else in the other two areas in Russia. So what we might do, if we can find a way to pass a trailer store between here and the exit, here in the tunnel. All right, so we're gonna repair, and it needs 12 repair points. Done and done. Okay, and we don't need any repairs, and we're good on fuel. Okay, so from here, yeah, there's that brick job. There's a drowned truck. How do we feel about that? I don't feel really good about it. That's the gateway to the quarry. Moment. Okay, so we can only go to the quarry. All right. And then from there, we'll go to Zimnogorsk. Zimnogorsk, is there... There's fuel on the way to this one. Is there a trailer store anywhere? There's only a trailer store up by the entrance. Let's be strategic. So if we turn around, go right back up this road, which is not far, get the scout trailer here, top off repair, and then we come over this way, top off fuel, and then head to the quarry. That could work. All right. Brakes is off. Let's back up out of here. Hey, did anybody else see Division 2 on sale on the Epic Game Store for 10 bucks? That game is well worth having. If you don't have it, 10 bucks is a good price for it. It's certainly better than 120. All right, let's get out of here. And we just go right back this way, do we not? Yeah, we go back through this hole and then back down the trail to the garage. What if we go around the hole? Oh, sir. Yeah, it's, I mean, you know the stories, you know the rumors. But what did I get? In the couple weeks that I've been on there, I got GTA 5 for free, which is not terribly expensive anymore. The game's what, 7 years old? And I got Civ 6 for free. That's a newer, more expensive game. But yeah, it's, I don't know. Everything's a trade-off, you know? I got an Android phone, and I know it's spying on me, but then you find out Epic Game Store is skimming information from your Steam account, and it's like the end of the world, you know? What's the difference? All right. Yeah, I think they do want to prove themselves, and I'm told that they give away a game like a couple times a month, so you could build yourself a game catalog. It's not going to be the latest and greatest, not going to be all the premier AAA titles in the world, but they are free, and you don't have to pay for the service. So something like Ubisoft Plus, yeah, you get to play any game in there, but you got to pay them 150 bucks a year. So yeah, they're growing on me too. All right, up out of here, carefully. Are we still going the right way? Oh yeah, we're right there. Okay. So we'll dip out of here. I quit it a while back. When I finished the raid in Division 2 and Ghost Recon Breakpoint, I personally ended my subscription. I think it's going well for them, but it's not that great a deal. If you plan on buying, well, I mean, an Ubisoft title with Season Pass or Platinum, whatever, is like over $100, and Ubisoft Plus is 12 bucks a month, so $150 a year. So I guess if you plan on buying more than one Ubisoft title per year, you do save money. They talk about, like, I think there's 96 games or something in there, but there were only 3 or 4 that I was interested in, and that was Division, Ghost Recon, Far Cry, which I never downloaded and played, and there was a game called Steep that I downloaded and played, but it didn't really have legs. It was kind of a novelty. So it looks like you get the entire Ubisoft catalog, but there's 20-year-old games in there. It's a bargain, but just barely. I feel like they picked that price very, very carefully. All right. So I'm going to run this thing through so we top off our repair points and we're going to repair the truck, but we're also going to refill the rack on the roof, and then we're going to go buy a scout trailer. And that'll give us 9 fill-ups, 9 fuel tanks full. No, we want this right here. Scout fuel carrier. Yes, sir. There we go. And we want to go, we would just want to stay on this main road all the way around, through the swamp, top off the fuel. We'll put a pin right there, and then out to the quarry. Here we go. Yeah, oh, and absolutely. I think most people binge a game for 2 or 3 weeks and then they're kind of done with it. I know when I got done with the raid in those 2 shooters, I had no interest in either of them. And in a way, I was almost relieved that I was done because it had become so grindy. Just grinding for those last Grail weapons and the last Grail cosmetics. That when I finally did get done with the raids, it's like you just throw down the controller. Done with you. Done. Never gonna play this game again. I think that's why companies like SCS and Giants and Dovetail really need to kind of milk that DLC model. Something like Truck Sim, I think people will continue playing that game forever and ever, even without DLC. It's just that kind of a game. But you can continue to make money from people by releasing those DLC. And for people that do only play a game when there's something new, release a DLC every few months and it gives them a reason to fire it up for another 10 or 20 hours. We just stay on the main road, do we not? Yeah. So what was the first Red Dead game? That was Red Dead Revolver? That was a while ago. That had to be 20 years ago. Oh god. Alright. When you look at the first Red Dead game and compare it to the most recent Red Dead game, it's like it's not even, there's no comparison between them. There's no comparison. The first one looks like a silly kids video game. The most recent one looks like you're playing a movie. I can't imagine what GTA 6 is going to look like. I think it's going to change the world. Not joking, not exaggerating. I think it is actually going to change the way people consume entertainment. It's going to really radically alter what our expectations are of an entertainment product. I can't wait to see it. And the funny thing is, I'm really not terribly into games like that. Although there may be features and innovations in GTA 6 that make me that will make me want to play it, but that's typically not the kind of game I play. So we'll see. But I do think it's going to change the world. I think it's like the Tesla in that way. Like, it's just so far ahead of its time. Yeah. Well, when you look at GTA 5, it's what, the best-selling, most profitable video game ever? Like, that one video game has made more money than entire movie franchises. I saw a chart of it. It's like GTA 5 has made more than every James Bond movie put together. Yeah. And those are the things I think that as gamers, we're driving those changes, but we're also sort of the guinea pigs for them. I'm curious if there will ever be a game with AI that's indistinguishable from NPCs. I know there's a lot of battle royale games that are PvP only. Now, you say GTA, is that, do you just mean GTA 5 or you mean the original GTA? Yeah, it is a little grindy. I think some of the missions are a little monotonous. It's crazy. What year did that game come out? That was, it's got to be 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Okay. And the roof rack is topped off. Oh, and we got the, no. We got the, that's topped off too. Right, here we go. Yeah, it's an amazing game. It's amazing that it looks so good all these years later. I will watch the Rad Brad play it every now and then, and I want to say he did that series when the game came out. Yeah. Yep, the Konami code. That's old school. All right. Is this a discoverable vehicle over here? What is this thing? Can we unlock this? No, that's just static scenery. Okay. All right, we're going to the quarry. And I don't think we've been up this far, so I am going to discover and accept this. So we have it in the roster. There we go. Up out of there. All right, we are going the right way, right? Was it this far? Moment. Yeah, it's just around a couple of bends. I didn't think there were any turns we had to take, but it seemed like we were going I don't know. Somewhere not good. Alright. Oh, this is a little different. It's not a tunnel. It's not exactly a tunnel. But serves the same purpose. Ah. Okay. Okay. So that means we need to go down to this one? Does it indicate that it's locked out here? I don't think it does. And same with this one. All right. So what do we want to do? Let's come down here. And then here. And then, ooh, this is going to be a little rough. We got to kind of circumnavigate here. We want to go here. And then here. Well, I mean, I guess this is how we figure this stuff out. I didn't know that it was closed, but I don't know how I could have. Till we got to it. We go here. We go here. Wow, this, I'm glad we have that tank on there. We're gonna need it. And then we go, God, here. Here. No. Here. Ruined warehouse. Let's check that out. And then we'll go here. All right. So we'll get turned around. Jackknife the little scout trailer. I ain't afraid. We're on our way. Hey, Chair, how you doing, brother? We just discovered that one of the tunnels to the quarry is, at the moment, locked. So we're going to go check out the others. I don't know if all three of them are locked. Find out momentarily. Where does the road go? Are they all locked? Ah, all three of them are locked. Zimnogorsk. Okay, that one's locked. That one's locked. Radioactive fossils. What? Well, okay, let's see what we can do on this side of the map. We're over here. Hang on. Does anything require a scout vehicle? Seismic vibrator. Oh my goodness. God. Wow, these are all... Okay, so everything for this Taiga oil requires the seismic vibrator, except for that one. All right. Cycle of cargo, cement, plank, slabs. Now this stuff all has to be on this map because the other map is still locked. So these are all locked. All right. Anything in the middle here? That's a delivery. It's that. Oil barrels. Spare parts. That's locked. Okay. Taiga oil contracts unlock the quarry. All right. You think you have to do all of them? Do you know offhand? Before we get too far down this road, The only thing we have left for tasks is, well, the only one I want to do is the drowned truck. I mean, I guess we can, let's do this. Come down here. We've got plenty of fuel, so we'll come down here. 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 We'll come over here and throw as many repair points on this truck as we can. Then we'll just park it in place. Hop in something that will take the seismic module. And then I'll retrieve this off camera and, I don't know, plan B. All right, continuing on. Let's do what we can to get the quarry unlocked. Where's the road? I think I see it right there. Yep, I think that's it. Maybe? It's like you can't really see it till the headlights are pointed right at it, but I can't turn the headlights. Yep, there it is. Okay. So we're at least back on the road. And this thing does make pretty good time. All right, we'll go down and throw what repair points we can on that last discoverable truck. Then go back to the garage, get in something with the seismic unit. Cool. That's what we're going to be doing tonight then, because I do want to get the quarry open. I thought we would just bounce over there first thing, but no worries. All right, and we are moving now. Beautiful. My only concern is rolling this thing when we're too far from trees to flip it back over. I mean, we just leave it in place and move on to those other contracts, but I hate doing that. I always feel like I should rescue vehicles. And I think, well, we've still got our US trucks. I don't want to use those, though. That feels, I don't know. I mean, the game lets you do it. It just doesn't feel right. We should use all the trucks we just bought. Carefully. Carefully. Right. Oh no, we go straight. Okay. So when will I know that the quarry is unlocked? Do I have to do all those? Like all 6 of them? All 7 of them? Oh god. Ow. I'm trying to think what trucks we have. I think 2 of the trucks that we have only take a saddle. And I think our Azov and Arctic only takes a sideboard bed or a flat bed. And then what else do we have? I think we have 1 truck that will take that unit. Sir. So we want to go out to the side here. We want to swing out to the right. Okay. We try to stay on these weeds. Hopefully they indicate a little bit of terrain under there, just under the surface. Yeah. Well, maybe. We're making it. Okay. Now where's it go? Is that it? Over there? There it is. I mean, it's pretty. It's a good looking map. And it's definitely different than the other 2. Plenty of variety. From here, oh camera, and from here we go where? Over here? Maybe. Sir? Yeah, there it is. All right. And then from here, just through and around. You know what? I'm gonna go here, then here, then here, and then here. Okay. All right, still rolling. And we'll need to fill up here at some point. And we got plenty of fuel on board. We'll just need to stop and get that done. Through here. I've been thinking about firing up old MudRunner. I played that game for the longest time. I played it a few times after the American Wildlands DLC. Does that sound right? Grizzly Bear Flats or Grizzly Bear Creek or whatever it was. I played it when that came out, and I don't know. That DLC didn't really do it for me. It sort of turned me off to the game. I haven't played it since, but I'd be curious to compare that to this, just to see how much, like, what the differences are. And this game feels so good and so different than MudRunner. I'm curious if it really is, or if I'm just sort of like perceiving it that way because I haven't played MudRunner in so long. And then Spin Tires, same thing happened, but for different reasons. I got the Chernobyl DLC. Was that a DLC? That might have just dropped with base game as free DLC, free content, but I don't know. I thought it was really hokey and contrived with the Geiger counter and everything. I really didn't like that level, that map. Yep, it is. It's one of the things that I saw in that bug thread was people said mud doesn't stick to the tires and splash up and fly up the way it does in MudRunner. That's something else I want to check out. I don't know if they couldn't do that in Havoc, or if they just chose not to for some reason. But that was something about the game that I really liked. Just all the visual effects. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. And you know, like we were talking about on Discord, I think the devs are well aware of bugs. It's like even before the game is released and people start posting bug reports on the forum, they know the bugs. There's some that they just can't get to. They're deprioritized before release date. We're still doing good. I think it's really a shame when some of those never get taken care of. You know, when you think about a game like MotoGP 19 or Project Cars 3, you know, where there's an extensive bug list and the developers just say, hey, sorry, we're working on the next one now. Thanks for the $60. Yeah. I hope SCS always stays the company that they are right now. I think Pavel runs that company the same way he did when it was just eight people, the 8 developers. I hope they don't get to a point where where SCS is so big and so cumbersome that they need to run it like a business rather than running it like a passion project, kind of independent developer that just wants to make a very cool game. Oh yeah, it does get knocked around. That'd be a nice little detail in the game, having to buy insurance. I don't know, they added an economy, but I feel like it's so sort of truncated. Sometimes I don't know exactly what the point of it is, because the only thing that you spend money on is just buying trucks. We could go down maybe right here, perhaps. Yeah, it does seem like there's a lot more they could do with it. Man, I hope they didn't make changes to this game for the the very elite players. My fear is that a relatively small group of players said, it's too easy. Casual players are having too much fun. Make it hard the way we want it to be. And, you know what I mean? So we want to repair this truck. Okay, so we'll just be able to put in... I mean, we'll just do that, and then we'll need to come back. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think that'd be a great mechanic. I think a fun mechanic would be to have an optional timer on jobs. And if you finish it before a certain time, you get a bigger bonus. But make it optional, you know, because there are some people that play casually. So we want to go into the garage, and we want... Here's our truck storage. I think this is the only truck we have that will take the seismic module. Let's check that just to confirm. Yep, that will not. And neither one of these will. No. Yep, that's just the saddle. And then this is the other one, and this is just the saddle, I want to say. Yep, so that means we've got one truck that will take the... Where was it? It's here. This is the only truck we have that will take the seismic... the cosmic annihilator. What's it called? The seismic vibrator. I bet it is. All right, so we take that, we leave here, we head out of here. Here we go. Well, see, that's what you get. That's like that time we tried to strap a rocket motor to the roof of the Escort. You saw how that went. All right, let me see. So anything Taiga oil, we can get rid of that. Are there any close to us? That one's locked. Okay, so it's only that first one we can do. Accept. All right. Where shall we vibrate? Search, then scan the north point. Where is the north point? Why am I not seeing my little, why am I not seeing my little magnifying glass? The north point. Am I missing something here? Where is the north point? All right. How about we just drive and see if the distance gets any greater or lesser? All right, we're moving toward it. Are we moving directly toward it? The north point. But it's got to be up here somewhere. Oh dear. Something bad's about to happen. What is that little building right there? Alright. I think it's up in this area here because that's the only thing we can get to that's... Yeah, let's try over here. So we'll go here and then here and see if that gets us any closer. I don't know how low we have to get that meter before we're allowed to scan. Yeah, I like the Antarctic. I think it's, you know, when I read in threads that it was good for absolutely nothing, I was a little bummed because that is my favorite kind of truck, but it really isn't good for a lot. There's not a lot you can do with it. You have to get within about 15 meters. Okay. And I haven't used this thing yet. I'm curious to see what it does. I'm guessing there's got to be some kind of shockwave, right? If we get this, when we hit the horn, this thing has to have some kind of wonderful effect. Mr. Sykes, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. All right, we're now getting further away. So it is up here somewhere? All right. Wait. Yeah. I think we gotta go back that way. Okay. No worries. Yeah. And I think we've got a gap in the trees right over here. All right. So this seismic unit, this can only ever be on a truck body. It can't ever be on a trailer. Oh, will not be denied. Look at him going up there. Beautiful. Oh, no. No. We're not going to start this way. Not going to happen. There we are. And we still, yeah, we're still counting down. But here's what I'm confused about. That mark we just threw up is 500 meters. I'm sorry, that's 100 meters. And it says we're still 500 meters away. So 500 meters is going to be like over here somewhere. Yeah, that's going to be almost exactly over there. Okay, now can we get through these trees and get to this little road? Is the next question. This truck I'm in right now, I've been pleased with it. I appreciate that, Chair. I really do. Backseat gaming is one of the one of those things. I think we can get through the trees. I think I'm going to roll this thing because I'm not going where I want to. I'm going where I have to. And I think at some point we are going to have a rollover. But we will soldier on. We'll do our best here. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense because where I threw that pin in the center of that clearing at the end of the road corresponds almost exactly to the countdown we're getting in our HUD. So yeah, I think this is going to be okay as long as I don't roll it, which is true of many things in life. Just do not invert yourself. You should be fine. I think we're back on road, are we not? We are. Ah. Okay, so now, and we don't have any fuel concerns at the moment. Is this the Tega I'm in, or is this the other Azov? Is it going to throw up a magnifying glass when I get in the neighborhood? Or do we just need to use the distance meter in the HUD? I know I just said no backseat gaming, but answer me, damn it. I'm in the Azov. Okay. But not the Azov Antarctic. The, oh. No. The, it'll beep. Okay. The 64131. I can't tell if the beeping is coming from the truck or the song that's playing. Okay. All right. So now, begin seismic vibration. Oh, I would love to. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Now where do we go? Scan the south point. Once again, somewhat vague. I guess we can just turn around and head, we'll head down here. I seem to recall this being fairly miserable through here. Better idea. Let's go here. Let's go here. And then here we'll get some fuel and try to make our way down this way. Right? Here. Here. And that'll bring us down to the southern part of the map. There's another fuel stop down here too. Alright, so we just want to head due south. And that is more or less back the way we came. Yeah, there's the road. Okay. There we go. And we do have, yeah, it's sort of down that way. We do have the scout vehicle out with the 900-liter trailer on it as well. Oof. Doesn't have any repair points, but it's got the fuel on it. So if we need to, we can bring that in. Are we? Oh, alright, this is a little gnarly, but we'll get through it. Or not. There we go. Carefully. Okay, has one been brought in? I do like the Kamaz trucks. I would love a nice Polar. Just very carefully trying to get through here. I feel like we're caught on something. Sir? How about that one right there? There we go. No, no. No, 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 no. Don't you do it. Yeah, COG is crazy in these trucks. They seem a lot more top-heavy than the American trucks. And I don't know that for sure, because I got to Russia just about the time, what was it? 4.9? I don't know, whatever the latest patch was. Not the beta, but just the regular patch. I got to Russia just about the time that happened. So I'm not 100% on whether the trucks are different or whether it's me. I'm gonna go down here. This is something bad's about to happen. You lowered COG on all the trucks? Whoa! Did not even see that. Oh, it's not a bridge. It's like it's just a couple of logs. Somebody needs to call the council. This road is in need of repairs. Oh, and it's raining. Fantastic. Anything else? So, I think we'll be able to make it down the hill here and get fuel. And that'll give us enough to get all the way south, and there's another fuel stop down that way. You mean clicking in on the right stick, Sykes? This looks like a death trap we're heading into. We only need to go a few hundred feet till we get to the fuel stop. I kind of like this gear shift system with the shoulder button, but it would have been nice to leave the old one in as an option like they did with the camera. Oh, and have you tried getting in the truck after they fall through and trying to pack them? Sometimes that works, or it used to. I don't know if it still does, but I had a pipe job. When I put the pipe on, it just fell right through. And then when I got in the truck and packed it, it jumped back up onto the trailer. That may still work, it may not. Unknown. 0.45, okay. You know, I don't think I'm gonna make any edits. I've considered it, but okay, good. Well, hey, at least it works. But yeah, that seems like a pretty big bug to leave in a game. The one that gets me is that you can't put trucks on trailers. That seems, you know, that's like the bail physics in Farm Sim. It's such a critical part of the game, and it's busted. I don't know how they let that slip through. All right. So we now want to go, I guess we can just go right down here. I say that, I have no idea how gnarly this road is. And then here. And then here. And then here. And then here. And I feel like once we get all the way down here, if you winch them on. Okay, I haven't tried that. I tried driving them on, and then as soon as you go to the other truck, they fall through. Yeah, that's a... I feel like it just messes with the whole vibe and spirit of the game. Like, you know, I need to go do these tasks. I'm going to put this truck on this truck, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to rescue that. Oh, except I can't. And I think in one of the trailers, it shows that happening. Not the bug, but I mean, it shows a trailer with a vehicle on it. So they sort of, you know, you set me up. You setting me up? You set me up. All right, we are rolling. I'm curious what the mod content is going to look like in 3 months or 6 months when people have made full maps. Yeah. That is... I'm going to stay out to the right. That looks like a trap right there. You see that camber? I mean, it's not much better up here, but a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, that was the smart play. I saw in the bug thread somebody had left a comment to the effect of, hey, if you're going to release a game with this many bugs in it, and if rolling a truck or losing a truck and having to go rescue it, if it's going to be that punishing, then include a save game option, so I can, you know, if I, like this move right here, if I had the option, I would save this and I would call my save game, I don't know, left camber Azov seismic or something, because I'm pretty sure we're going over right here, and that's going to be punishing because we're going to have to go get another truck, come out here and rescue this, or recover and start all over again. So I agree with that. I think they could have included a save game option, and that's not complex code to write. It's not, I'm not gonna hear an excuse like, well, you know, you don't understand how hard it is to make a game, we can't just, you know, throw that in. Sure you can. That's very basic code. You see what I just did there? Chat, can we get a replay? Oh, no replay, no replay. All right, well, that's what you get. So now, yeah, exactly. I had the winch move. I didn't have a second winch move. Here's your problem. I only had the first one. I had the chips. I did not have the salsa. I had the bomb. I did not have the fuse. This is when we run into problems. All right, back to the garage. So now... Oh, that's an interesting bug. Here's the thing. I want to take this truck out. It can't... Do not clip that. Clip is disabled. No, it's not even working right now. You don't need to clip that. Why would you clip that? No one needs to see that. I mean, I would take this. You know, we can tow a trailer with it. I haven't even used this truck yet. I don't know if a second winch is possible based on the physics and the engine and what have you, but I would love to see a second winch. I would also love to be able to lock in the trailers. What do we want? A maintenance trailer, or do we want the service trailer? Take the maintenance trailer, it's got fuel too. Whoa, the service trailer has 1,500 repair points. What? We're taking that. I had no idea it had that many. All right, here we go. Dots, give me some dots. And that's not that far to get to, he said optimistically. Oh, you know what? If we go here, and then here, and then here, maybe? Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, I go back and forth about being able to strap the truck in. I think it might break the game. I have no idea. Are we talking about the same Thunderbirds? Thunderbirds are go? Yeah, Sykes, I'd like to see that too. I think there's one semi-trailer that looks like it's sort of made for that. But yeah, I'd also like to see a 100% damage threshold, where if you take a truck to a certain amount of damage, it cannot be field repaired and has to be recovered. You can't get into it to recover it back, and you can't fix it in the field. You have to get it on a flatbed and tow it all the way back. I think that'd be fun. But again, you know, make all this stuff optional. For people that do want just the sandbox experience, you can just play and have fun. Or even make a potato physics mode where things aren't so punishing. And they've got to add a hardcore mode. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I would love to see a hardcore mode. Because as it is now, we're sort of writing our own rules for hardcore. And that's cool. But I think if there was a, you know, once you lock into it, the rest of your save game is based on that. Yeah, same, Chair. Same. You can drive down a road fast. If you hit enough rocks, you can damage the truck to the point that it won't run. But, like, we just rolled over in that Azov. In the real world, that truck would be, for every minute that it was on its side, it would be another hour of repair time as all the oil and coolant drained out and everything just kind of went to pieces. Let's see where we go. Up here and then over and over. Yeah, I'd like to see hardcore that once you lock it in, the rest of your save game is hardcore. So when you screenshot, right, when you get those achievements or trophies or whatever and screenshot them, it actually means something. Like the One Life mode in Division 2. You know, if you die, you got to start over. And you can't have multiple characters, so it's not like you're risking all your characters, but your YOLO character, if you can get it up to level 20 or 30 or whatever, it's an amazing accomplishment to screenshot because there's no way to cheat it. So I'd like to see that here as well. This thing is, it's pretty burly. Yeah. All right, and we're actually doing great on fuel in this thing. It's got a massive tank, but we're doing pretty good. Oh God, there's those tiny rocks again. Tiny rocks. I think that needs to be a part of all games. You know, as I've like explored Tarkov and moved through that world and saw both sides of the argument, I'm really, and that goes back to when I was playing Division 1. Both sides of it make perfect sense to me, and depending on the game, I could be on either side of that argument. Yeah, you got my money, but I can't have content in this game unless I play it 30 hours a week. That's not fair. But for games that I'm great at, that's not, you know, I don't want people cheesing their way up to my level after all the time and effort I put in. So it is a definite, it's a dichotomy. It's a duality. All right. how do we want to rescue this truck? Here's here's a little bit more hardcore mode. If we have to get this thing back on its wheels by rolling it onto its roof and down into the creek bed, it's not fair that the truck will take like no damage when we do that. Let's try to do it the right way, and if we can't, we'll pull it onto its roof. Yeah, Sykes, that's only fair that you've got a research profile and then your good save game, your proper save game. All right, and then if we go here and then here. Oh God. So you're saying you like this game? Okay, I think I'm close enough that we can repair this thing, but it doesn't really need a lot of repairing. And that is the Azov. And then that one, okay. And this thing also has a ton of fuel in it. Beautiful. I was hoping they would do that. Good on them. And then we want to fuel up the Azov, which is almost full already, but we'll top it off anyway. Now, next question. When we get in this other truck, do we want to tow the truck that's behind us? And keep it close. Keep it handy. I say yes. Let's do it. So we're going to... You know what I mean? As top-heavy as this thing is, I'm not even confident we can make this turn right here. As top-heavy as we are, let's keep our little oh God, let's keep our little friend close. All right. And is that too far away? Yeah, it is. But is that too far away? It is not. Right. Oh, and I did the same thing. I did the same thing with that truck. I didn't know you could just get in it and recover it. You didn't have to tow it at all. All right. All right. How are we feeling? Good. Why are we on this little tiny trail? What was I thinking? We can't go through those rocks, so we got to go down here, and then here, and then here. All right. And then all the way around. Okay. Wow. Chair, if I recall, you were on the fence about even getting this game, and I think you've played it more than any of us, possibly more than some of us combined. That's a lot of hours, brother. Oh, God. Sir? Sir? Oh, okay. And now I got this guy back here. You, give me a little room. I think we're going to, I think we're going to need to... Oh, God. Come on. think we're gonna need to leave this thing for now. Leave the collab, is it? The collab? The collab? You think these areas were designed by different people, different teams? Because I swear, man, the creek crossings in Russia have a... They've got like an angle at the bottom. They're not smooth. They're not rounded. You just fall into them. The hell is happening right now, sir? Yeah. Come on now. All right. All right. Whew. Video games are fun and relaxing. This is a great way to just have fun and enjoy yourself. Where's my gin and tonic? Alright. We can hop back in that other truck. We can teleport to it if we need to rescue, but I don't think towing it was going to be a good option for us at the moment. We just came through here. I know there's some terrain over on this side. I'm going to take a look. I think we're down to about 70,000 bucks right now, but there are a couple trucks that are, like, we've got two of the Kolob, and I feel like they are sort of like the really come on game. I feel like they're similar to the Dairy Longhorn, where there's not enough difference between the two of them to have both of them. Just looking for some grip here. We're still moving, but not really. Not so you'd notice. Come on, game. Come on. There's something else I thought about, was that they maybe left the game easy for the first few weeks of release so as not to, like, drive people away. Because if the game was doing this the first night that I played it, I don't know that I would have continued playing it. And I get it, you know, it's like my fault that I'm stuck in the mud right now. But we just came through here in another truck. We've got diff lock, we've got all-wheel drive, and yet we're just sitting here. We're just sitting here, barely moving. Seems a bit, I don't know, unbalanced. But I think we may be moving. Who in the chat has a lot of hours in Mud Runner or Spin Tires? Anybody played those games a lot? The TUZ 420, what does that look like? I've got the two Azovs, the two Kolobs, and the little 6x6 scout vehicle. Those are the only Russian trucks I bought. Come on. Oh, come on, truck. Help me out here. I feel like it's just about to lift up and bite. I've seen it. I didn't buy one. I don't know if I could buy it yet. I didn't see it as an option to buy it. Unless it's a mod. And I saw it in the mod store. So if anybody has spent a lot of time in Mud Runner or Spin Tires, one of the principal differences between this game and that game was in Mud Runner and Spin Tires you could creep, and you can't creep in this game. And I don't know if they took that out on purpose or if it's... Gotta recover it, okay. Or if it has something to do with with Havoc, I don't know if they had to take that out or if they chose to take that out. But in MudRunner and Spin Tires, if we were in exactly this position, like right now, we're just spinning, right? And if I just barely apply the throttle, just the tiniest little bit, we continue to spin. In MudRunner, if you did just like this, if you just barely applied the throttle, you would creep. And it was very, very slow, and it was like, I don't know, it was nerve-wracking to try to get out like that. But it was skill-based. If you could balance the power just right, you could apply enough power to keep moving without spinning. And it felt skill-based. And you could get out of almost anything. The way the physics are in this, like once you get dug in like we are right now, there's nothing you can do. There's no skill-based fix for it. You just rescue. And I think that's something I really miss compared to the other games. Yeah. It's just, I mean, we could sit there like, seriously, all night, just gradually getting out an inch at a time. So we'll hop in here. Brakes off. Gotta go through this creek bed. And we are caught on what? Back there? What? Oh, we're caught on a... Oh god, we're caught on that big tree. How about this? Can we get up this way? Yeah, we can. Beautiful. Yeah, this is when the game does not feel skill-based. Because what, I mean, all right, so if we pull up here and then back up to get this thing away from the tree, how did it get next to the tree? Unknown. All right. So we tow this back here, right? Release that. Oh, and I've been wondering that myself. I'm unsure at this point. Really? Did that just happen? Did gravity just do that to me? No. No, 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 no. No. Game. Alright, so let's try it this way. All right. That was easy. And now we got to go through here. All right, here we go. Is it Friday? Why does today feel like a Friday? What day is it? It's Monday. Yeah. Doesn't feel like a Monday. Feels like a Friday. The biggest ones that were unlocked, like the, I don't know, the 39s or 51s or something, but they are mud tires. I don't know if it can be. I maxed it out. I had enough money that I just maxed it out based on what I had available and what was unlocked, but I think there's some things that will unlock in Quarry that might help it a little bit. Now, can we do this? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's Russia. I'm not sure. But I swear this game is not as much fun as it was a week ago. We'll take a look. As far as I know, you know, based on the money that I had and my level and everything, I just maxed it out as I could. If we get this one stuck next to it, I don't know, man. But has it... people in the chat have played MudRunner, yeah? So you know what I'm talking about with the creep. You can't creep in this game. Even in low gear, you just spin. And I don't know why that, like, it just makes me crazy. Because you are still moving. But it's like, if you can move when you're spinning, then if you could somehow just reduce the throttle and creep. I changed the playstyle from what to what? Russia or from MudRunner to SnowRunner? Yeah, it does. And I think because the game is so new and we don't really have that, like, knowledge base, and because they're making changes to the game via patch, it's difficult for me to say, is something different in the game, or did I just go to a new area and buy new trucks? There's too many data points, or not enough data points? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want to blame the game if it's just me on the struggle bus. Okay, I see what you did there. No rushing around. I got you. I like slow pace. I'm not a fan of no pace. All right. Yeah, the best way I can describe it is, once I got to Russia, I feel like the game is not as skill-based. So we're gonna go up here and make a right. Yeah. Yep, I could see that. And I mean, I think this is it's a pretty burly truck. It treated us right till we got in the wet. And then everything kind of went to pieces. But this is the only thing we had that would take that seismic unit. But we'll see. I mean, we could certainly buy other trucks. Oh, God. All right, I'll take a look. I don't think... either I didn't have an option to buy it, or I did, but I didn't buy it. You know what I mean? All right. Well, we've got fuel, and we are keeping that other truck close in case we need it. So let's just soldier on. I mean, I'm still definitely... maybe... Maybe I have. Hang on. We can take a look right now. So if we go here... and we go to the truck store. Alright, we have the Azov 64131. We have the Azov sound it out. Use your words. Antarctic. Ah, you know what I mean. No. This Tega. Explore the world to unlock this truck. No. Haven't done that yet. But we haven't gone to the quarry yet. So if it's there, that's gonna have to wait. It's in Drownlands? Is it... there's the Voron. Is it hidden? Looking. It's hidden. Well, that's not very sporting. To the west. Is that it right there? Nope, that's a house. We'll find it. We may find it after we do this. Okay, we'll take a look for it. Ah. Nope, that's a house. All right, we'll take a look for it. Keep moving. Hidden garage to the west. All right, we'll find it. And in the meantime... Diffluck got a buff. So you think earlier it didn't do much and they buffed it? I think for me, the Diffluck, like there were plenty of times where even with all-wheel drive in, not making a lot of progress, and as soon as I locked in the differentials, the truck seemed to kind of lurch forward and get better grip. I seem to have some effect from it from when I first started playing, but that's just, you know, that's just my experience. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. Still going the right way? Yeah, we're going the right way. We're actually getting close too. So we'll go all the way around here. Oh, God. This game. Why the map's gotta be so big? But you know what though, in fairness, I do like the big maps, and I'm glad they made them as big as they are. and I still think the game is really well balanced. I'd say it's at least like 90% I love it, 10% it really pisses me off, but that's a pretty good ratio. I mean, there are plenty of games that I think that number is not even, it's not even a positive number. I think there are plenty of games that just, I almost hate playing them, but whether it's grindy or, you know, you're locked into a loot loop or something, you continue playing it even though you hate it. And this is definitely the opposite of that. It can be frustrating, and there is, it feels like there's some dynamic aspects to the game right now, things they're changing, or maybe just new areas I'm getting to, but it's still a very enjoyable game, and there's nothing else like it. Yeah, and that's, for me, that's very acceptable. That's not even close to like deal breaker territory. And it says we're still the south point. I'll have to see where I put that pin in, because it says we're still still 1,000 meters away, so it's got to be either to the east or the west after we get south. But we'll dial it in like we did up top. Yeah, played a few of those. Is anybody here familiar with a game called Getting Over It? Anybody ever seen that or played that? Yeah, that's the sort of game I see it and I think, why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? How are we back here? What just happened? All right. So we will turn around. All right, we will turn around. Rolling. And there's so much variety in gaming in this era. And I think there are, well, a lot of the racing games I have, they're not really fun to play. They're just extremely satisfying. And it's also something that I really love outside of gaming. I just love motorsport. I always have. And to be able to do those things in a game, I find it to be, it's amazing to do it. It's very satisfying, but it's not exactly fun. I've never even tried it. I've never had a system that could run it. Yeah, I've watched people play it. It's not really my kind of gaming either. I tend to be more literal in my gaming. I'm not into fantasy gaming. I like simulation, obviously, and I like shooters, but I like them to be realistic shooters. I'm not into cartoon shooters. I think that's one of the reasons I was so drawn to Tarkov, and I'm still a little raw about that, but I just finally had to admit that's not for me. Never will be. So down here and down here and down here, and now we'll start right about in here somewhere. I feel like we need to start figuring out if it's to the east or the west. We go, we stay over here. You know, it's weird that all gaming is simulation gaming, but when you say simulation gaming, you know what people mean. Like, all when you play Madden, that's simulated football, right? When you play FIFA, that's simulated soccer. But when you say sim gaming, it's obvious you're not talking about ball sport or fantasy RPG or anything else. About 3 weeks ago, Owen, I just had too many bad raids, and you know, the core mechanic of Tarkov is not having a good time. It is ruining someone else's good time, and I was just on the wrong side of that equation one too many times. It's bad when it happens at all, but when it happens like 3 raids in a row, I just couldn't do it anymore. Had to uninstall. It's a fantastic game. It's another game that, like MudRunner and SnowRunner, there's nothing else like it. There's no genre, there's no title, there's no class. It is a genre of one title. And I really do like it, but I just won't ever be good enough at it. No, it's not toxic at all. And when you die, you're dead. You can't see the teabagging. There's no proximity chat. You're just dead. But it is the amount of work that you put into building up the gear and money to go on a raid. Yeah, it's yeah. There's in the video that I recorded today, I was actually talking about it a little bit. Not about. I was talking about Tarkov, but Division 2 when that. So we're heading. Hang on, we're heading west now, and we're getting further away. So I think we want to come down here and then head back east, and that'll get us closer to it. Like it might be in here somewhere. Okay, and we can get fuel as well. If you know about the Dark Zone in Division 1 and Division 2, and how brutal it was in there, and how toxic it was, and how much people hated it and didn't go there, and they put Grail loot in there to force you to go there, and it drove people away from the game. And the developers at one point said, we kind of wanted it to be a social experiment. We wanted it to be Lord of the Flies. We wanted to create an arena where assholes could be assholes and just absolutely ruin someone's day, make them want to uninstall the game. Which is probably the first time I got to thinking about, like, hey, and I paid you $120 for that? Like, what if I'm not great at PvP? I just made a donation to you, and there's parts of this game that are not accessible to me because I can't play at that level, huh? All right. So it's sort of like that the people that are good at it need a continuous stream of gear, and you as a not good player deliver it to them. That's your role. You spend your time building up gear. Yeah, well, they are Russian, and it is a different mentality. So it is that's your role. You spend time and money, not real money, I mean in-game money. You spend time and money getting together good gear, which you then take into raid, and players better than you take it from you. That's the mechanic of the game. I just couldn't get there. And there were several moments where I thought, like, maybe I can be good enough at this game to somewhere be in the middle, but there's just too many people that have been playing the game 5 or 6 or 7 hours a day for 5 years. I'll never get caught up. So it's an amazing game. The gunplay is the best of any shooter I've ever played. The loot mechanics, everything, ballistics, bullet drop, all of it. The modeling, it's an amazing game, but it's just too frustrating. And even if I had that kind of time to put into it, it's not my number one genre of gaming to begin with, or type of gaming. So the idea that I would give up all my sim gaming and all my race gaming hours just to get better at Tarkov by playing 5 or 6 or 7 hours a day for years, that seems like maybe not the best idea. But having said all that, I definitely recommend trying it. Don't get the Edge of Darkness. Don't get the $150 version. Get the $50 version and try it, or wait till it's on sale. But it is an amazing game, and I do recommend it. Just prepare yourself. No, I have never felt more adrenaline in a video game than in Tarkov. There have been times, I'm not exaggerating. There have been times I felt like I was going to go into cardiac arrest. It's that intense. There's nothing else like it. No game that I've ever played, anyway. Alright, I think we chose wisely. Yeah, it is. There's something about knowing that people that are better than you at the game that you're playing know where you are and are stalking you and trying to kill you, and you can try to button hook them, you can try to kill them, or you could just try to escape with the loot that you have. You can get killed by barbed wire in Tarkov. If your health is low enough and well, it's not barbed wire, it's razor wire, it's anti-personnel, but you can get killed by the environment. Yeah, exactly, Owen. And you're asking yourself, it's just pixels. How is this happening? It's just pixels, but something about the game design, the way it's put together. Doesn't matter that it's just pixels. It's got to be up in here somewhere. So I'm going to throw a pin and keep moving. And we're okay on fuel, we just topped off. Yeah, unbelievable adrenaline surges playing Tarkov. And plus the egotistical part of me, the competitive part of me, is really kind of miffed. And it was difficult for me to admit that I was just about to start. Is it good money after bad, or bad money after good? What's the expression? The sunk cost fallacy. When you've made a bad investment, and rather than walking away, you spend more time or more money trying to redeem that investment. I know it's the sunk cost fallacy, but is it good money after bad or bad money after good? Whichever it was, that's the point that I was at with Tarkov. Had I continued investing time to try to justify the time I'd already spent, I was risking just wasting more time. Good after bad. Yeah, I was about to do that. Yeah, that one. He knew what I meant. And that would, as frustrated as I was now to think of putting another 200 or 300 hours into that game, how frustrated would I be then when I still walked away from it? Let's just cut our losses. But it did. Yeah, I got pride problems. I know it. I'm working on it. I got pride problems. My pride was not happy with that choice. All right, we're just going to make a beeline. No, we're not. JK, LOL. No beeline. Headed the right way. Not there. So that must be over here somewhere? Yeah, X-Plane is one of those games. It's a little bit like Truck Sim in that it's a game, you're playing it, but you're not really playing it. You're sort of participating in it. I don't know. It's hard to describe. There's no point to it. There's no goal, and there's no end. It's just something that you do. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Time Toilet Simulator 2019. All right, we'll check our style. All right. All right, a little soda. And where are we going? We got to go out here now. This one is to the west. So let's head out this way. And you said that baller truck is west of the garage. Is the garage. This is west. Is it there? No. Is it... Is it there? No. I mean, I could look, I suppose. You said there's a secret garage out here? Closer to garage. All right. I might have to consult the Reddit. Found it. All right. So that is there. Okay. Hang on. Let's do this. Moment, please. Let's do this. Let's go here. Here, I said. Here. Damn it. Here. Sir. Whew. All right. And we want to take... oh, that thing's still out on the map. So we'll take the con. Well, let's at least discover it. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense because we can't do anything with it. So we'll put this away. We'll retain this. And then where's our... Oh, that's out as well. Our Azov. We put the seismic who that on it. All right, well, it was a good idea, and now we know where it is. So we'll get back in this truck. And now we want to go, let's go down here. Get on this road. And we're going to come all the way over here. And I'm guessing this is, it's up in here somewhere, but we'll figure that out when we get here. Let's go to the fuel stop first. All right, rolling. Here we go. And we still got the collab out this way as well. If we need to rescue this thing or repair it or anything. You know, just for a minute, I was thinking about driving through the fence, but here's me talking about realistic gameplay and all the details I want, right? And then I'm just gonna smash through some poor soul's outhouse. That's not very cool. All right. we want to go from here, then down this way? Yeah. I like that the game repairs the map every time it loads, but I also don't like that. I'd like to see... I want my bad choices to linger with me. I don't want to be punished for my sins. I want to be punished by my sins. I give this truck at least 8 out of 10. It's a little top heavy, and it is a little fragile, but it's got a giant fuel tank on it. And other than when we got stuck in the mud, it's gone pretty good for us. Multiplayer resets the map while you're on it. That's crazy. I wonder why they set it up that way. Huh. What's it look like if you're doing something and an area that's destroyed near you resets? What's that look like? And does it fade in? Does it snap into place? Oh, and you know what? We're southwest right now. We're southwest, so we can get into the southwest corner and then just move north, staying on the west side of the map. And we know inevitably we'll pass the point where the survey is. We don't need to start in the middle and then try to figure out up or down. We're already at the southern part, so we're good. It fades after a distance. Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I didn't know if there was like a big game freeze and then the whole map just like snapped into a new existence. That'd be a little, I don't know, not cool. It's a good way to do it, I guess. I tried out, what's it called? Derail Valley Overhauled. Tried that out earlier today. Anybody ever played that? Oh God, the glare. The sun. Ah! Alright. Top off on fuel. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the first time I played it today. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's early access, and it struck me more as a kid's game, but it's not a bad game. It's just not necessarily the kind of title. Yeah, it's, I used to watch a YouTuber, Gray Still Plays, and when I was watching him, he had like 20,000 subs. He's up to about 2 million now. And he's a cool guy, and I don't know him personally or anything, but he's a cool guy, and I wish him all the success in the world. But his channel just kind of went in a different direction. And one of the one of the things that tipped me off that I was maybe not his preferred audience anymore was he started doing these VR games, and they were all exactly the same. It was the pizza restaurant VR game. You pick up the bowl, you put the flour in it. It was the cupcake maker VR game. And I feel like some VR games, they just, there are so many ridiculous opportunities to pick things up. And that was the feeling that I got in Derail Valley. Like, everything had to be done with your hands. It just felt very, very forced. We want to go, yeah, I think we can go this way. Graphics were really rough, needed some work. It's running on Unity, which was kind of surprising. But it struck me as a kid's game. No, I'm not on VR yet. If I did anything, it would be Rift, but I'm on the fence with Facebook owning them now, and you know, just the inevitable Skynet takeover. I know it's going to happen, and I know it's going to be awesome when it does, for a while, and then they're going to, you know, put us in the Matrix tanks and turn us into batteries. But before then, it's going to be awesome, and we're going to have so much cool wearable tech, and there's going to be sex robots, and it's going to be great. But I feel like at some point I'm going to need to, like, take the plunge, you know? And whoever I buy a VR headset from, it's going to be a giant faceless Skynet kind of corporation. It's like I hate myself for having to do it, but I know I have to do it. Yeah, it's, I mean, I've got a Samsung Galaxy running Android. I'm as much a part of the problem as anybody else, but it's like the ways that you rationalize your participation in Skynet based on how much you want that particular piece of technology, it fascinates me. I know I'm doing it, and I would never call anybody else out for doing it, but it's funny the way we're all just like selling ourselves out to the Matrix one piece at a time. So yeah, I'll probably get a Rift when the time comes, regardless of who owns them. And I'll get a tactical neural implant when the time comes. And I'm definitely getting a sex robot. All right. We want to go here or here? I think we want to go up this way. We want to go, where is it? Oh, it's behind us a little bit. Okay, let me back up just a wee. Yeah, right back there. No, no. No, no. Don't you do it. There you go. Altered Carbon? I've heard the title. I don't know a lot about it. We're just going straight across here. Yep. This is exactly the circumstance where we got stuck the other time. I'm sure the sex robot can make tea. I mean, when you think about the relative complexity of those taskings, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right, I feel like we're not going where we're supposed to, but we're making headway, so I don't want to stop and turn. There we go. Beautiful. No. I don't know about that either. I mean, I get the whole point of the quick winch is that you can throw it on something when you're about to roll over or slip backwards. And I think that's awesome. But when it grabs something behind you, I feel like, I don't know, like maybe the Y button is a cone in front of you to keep moving forward. And then the your A button would be a cone behind you. So if you're going forward and you don't want to slip any more further forward, you throw out a winch behind you with the A button, and exactly the opposite with the Y button. Yeah, I think I said that right. I do like it though. Yeah. Yeah, 6'10", it's about right. I think about I think about 80% of the time it grabs the smallest possible tree available, and I just need to. I'm like a savage. I'm like some kind of troglodyte. I'm just tearing down trees with both hands, just ripping them out of the ground, waiting till I find one big enough to actually do me any good. All right. And we are 100% counting down. God, this is going to be like a 2-hour mission by the time it's done. Can't wait to get to Wisconsin, sir. Can we get this one out here? Yes, we can. Now, last time I did something super awesome with the winch, I followed it up by rolling the truck over. Ah! Then that happened, though. All right. And then the road ended. So if we go right through here, can we get up to here? I feel like we're going to be bringing the Kolob over. Is it the Kolob, the Kolob, or the Kolob? Camera. Yeah, it's a great feature, and I'm really glad they included that. And it's balanced, I guess you could think of it that way. Because if all you had to do to get through deep mud was just repeatedly tap the Y button, you know, that's kind of game breaking. Clob? Okay. That works. Still good on fuel, and we are still counting down. I don't know why I drove in the center. Why would you drive in the center? Ill will, you know nothing good is going to happen out there. What are you thinking? Here we go. Now. All right. Up in here somewhere, maybe? In here? All right. Ooh. That's... that's rough. Yeah, I wouldn't say I love them. I appreciate them. I respect them. I enjoy not being in them anymore. I don't think we can fit through these trees. I really don't. If we get stuck back here and have to bring the Kolob down, I don't know, man. I think that's a losing proposition. I think the smart play at that point is to just recover this thing and start over. Yeah, very satisfying when you just feel that tiny, tiny bit of traction and that tiny little bit of bite, and you can somehow like balance it out of there. Very satisfying. Did we make it? Oh, okay, that's the road. Fantastic. And what was I saying? Up here somewhere? Like maybe up in here? So we'll go here. And we might have to come back here and then go around here. All right. Still counting down? Yep, still counting down. Okay, we're headed the right way. Lovely little area we find ourselves in. So we gotta skirt around this lake. This looks like gnarly side hill right through here. In fact, we just want to go up this side. And let's try this. And then here. And I'm betting up in here somewhere. Trying to find some grip. Stay on some kind of solid ground. Now, I think we did. Oh, it's right. Oh, it's so close. It's right there. If we can move forward just a few feet, I think we can get this tree over here on our 10 o'clock. $7:30. Anything? Sir, nothing. At least keep moving. Yeah, that got us a few feet. I think that might be all we need. If we can just... Oh, it's so close. If we can just get a hold of this thing. Interesting. All right. There we go. That went a little better than our last mud hole. And what is this place? What is this terrifying place? I don't want to go in there. What is this? Ugh. God. Really? Nope. No way. Nope. That's Slender Man. I don't like this at all. So we go through here, and then we go back up here, I think. And are we getting further away? Yeah. So I'm guessing we go down here, make a 180 to the right, and that'll put us back on track in that little draw up there. What? The door is closing behind us? Are you kidding me? This is not cool. All right. I don't like horror games, even when they're not horror games. I know this is not a horror game, but I'm getting that horror vibe right now. Oh. Oh, it's really beautifully designed, though. And it's funny that that little place we just went through, like, who is ever going to see that or go up there? That's just, it's not quite a throwaway area, but you know what I mean? I think we need to go back through there and up this way. I mean, I guess we could just, yeah, make the turn, but I don't want to go through this swamp here. All right, so if we go here and then just through that little bit right there and then get up on this ridge maybe. All right. Yeah, that was really, it's beautifully done. It's just really, really spooky. And I like that it's not on a road. So finding that is, I don't know, luck maybe? You're not guaranteed to see that part of the map, even though somebody obviously put a lot of work into it. Yeah, once we made that turn, we're headed back the right direction now. Yep. Beautiful. Yep, counting down, yep. So we're going the right way. This has been really challenging, and there's not a lot of hand-holding. Like, you've got to just keep your wits about you and go out and find these things. That's a cool level design. I like it. Alright, so let's not make a mess this close to the end. Yeah, I think I'm going to get to this last survey point, and then we'll go ahead and call it. And then off camera, no, I don't want that one. I want this one over here. Off camera, I will recover that other truck. I'll bring all our trucks back to the garage, and then I'll recover that other truck that's out in the environment. What are we caught on? Really? Is there a stump or something under there? What in the world? Oh, we're on a tree. There's a folded over tree underneath us. That's certainly not helping things. No. All right. Yeah, this is when the game does not shine for me. It just feels really, really frustrating and kind of futile. And we can't back up. We're caught on a tree. I don't find this particularly challenging. I just find it really, really tedious. And the tree that we're caught on seems to be pushing us sideways or something. I don't know. Good grief. Yeah, this is... I don't know, inconsistency. Like those little rocks. Fall down a cliff, do no damage. Drive over a rock as big as a rugby ball and cause all kinds of damage. All right, is everything good? Let us continue moving forward. Yeah, I mean, we've been running over trees for the past, I don't know, X number of miles, but that one particular tree, right? Or all the trees we put the winch on break off, but that tree, under the full weight of the vehicle, will not will not fall over. Or this one, apparently. Alright. Continuing on. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is a good level, though. Sounds like I'm pitching, but this is a good level. So you get the beep at 150 meters. I don't know if this was the best end of this little draw to come into, or if we should have come in from the other end. The placement of that little, I think it said cement facility, if my Cyrillic is correct. Golly. It could be that this is the end we have to come in through, and there being that facility down there makes me wonder, like, if this isn't the way we were meant to go. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Sir! Oh, my goodness. 90 meters, eh? Alright. So, yeah, I think... Yeah, the trees are so tight. This is really the only way we can get in, but we know where we're going now. So that means if we go... How about that beeping stops? How about that? Alright, that's... Yeah, that's a little rough. It's a little rough, but it's okay. We know where we're going now. So if we go here... 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 Here, down this way. There, and there. Yep, let's just knock this out as quick as possible. And if we roll this thing or get it stuck or what have you, we'll just call it, and I'll leave everything in place on the map. We'll start from here tomorrow. I had a feeling I was going to do that. I was hurrying and just being a little reckless. And I think we're about to do the same thing right now. I don't know if we're caught on something or if this is... Come on. Come on. Come on. A little better. All right. I don't have any trucks to save it with. The only truck that I can put repair points on is up in that valley, a couple 100 feet from our last, the last point we need to hit with the seismic unit. What I'd have to do is recover that back and lose all that progress, and then go up to the Tega twice. Yeah, and I don't have enough money to buy another truck because I bought... Well, I mean, I guess I could sell one of these, since we don't need the two collabs. We don't need two of those, so I could sell one. But I'd feel bad driving out there twice, even though that's exactly what we're going to do when I drive this thing out there. Now, what would be super awesome... Alright. Then then that happened. What would be super awesome is if I roll this over just as I get to the Azov, and then we have to take a third truck out there. And that's when I uninstall the game. Oh, and I just realized this is nearly out of fuel. Hang on. Where's their fuel stop? Nowhere. What's over here? Here's the Yar right here. Yar. So what I'll do is drive this thing around to right about here, and then we'll bring the Yar up and fuel. We got 900 liters on the Yar. Okay. It's all, you know, more or less not really making any sense at all, but sometimes that happens. All right. Between the Yar and this thing, we've got plenty of fuel and plenty of repair points. I think we'll be all right. And what I may even do... yeah, what I may do is drop this trailer and take only this truck up to the Azov for the rescue. Go. All right. I think we gave some of the fuel in this truck to the Azov before we sent it on its way. Because this thing is not... it doesn't drink a lot of fuel. Comparatively. All right, come on now. Trailers have mass as well. Different trailers have different masses. Yeah, we'll drop this thing at some point. Make our lives a little easier. Yeah, I mean, it's going. It's going, but it's not going like I want it to. All right, there we go. And the Yar is, the Yar is dug in, is it? Okay, so we're gonna make this right here. I'm pretty sure we can just pull the Yar out of where it is. I don't think it's stuck. Hope not. All right, this is turning into quite the effort. I just noticed it. There's a truck right there. And it looks, from here, it looks like an H2. I didn't think one of those would be lost in Russia. I thought it was only Russian trucks on the Russian map, and only American trucks on the American map. Interesting. Unless it's a Russian truck that just looks like the Hummer. I'm tempted to grab it while we're here. Yeah, is that... I don't know, I can't tell that... Whoa. Ah, I see. We're not even almost on the road. Let's back this up. Covert, yeah, no doubt. Alright, so we'll get back on the road. That's better. And then when we go past this thing... We're not... Wait, we're not going there. We're going over here. What? Sir? I feel like I should be putting about 100 pins in the map instead of just like one. All right. You know, I thought about driving the trains tonight. Something just nice and relaxing. But no. All right, and then from here, we go where? Let's go up here and make the right. Yeah, I try to do the same thing, and I don't always I don't always follow the pins that I put out for myself. Yeah, the Yar is right up here. And we're either going to make it up there or we're not. If we don't make it, we'll just bring the Yar to this. How am I, like, consistently not on the trail? Yeah, it really is. Oh, that is a mighty little tree. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. I appreciate you so much that after I unhook the winch, I'm just going to roll right over the top of you. This is exactly where I wanted to get to. We're just going to make this right and then hop in the Yar and bring it up. All right. So we'll leave this right here. Not in the road. Calculated. Oh, I didn't calculate nothing. Right, this thing is not stuck. It is, we brought it down here, used all the repair points that we had on board to fix that thing. And now we'll head to... no, it was absolutely a calculation. Everything is a calculation. I'm like, well, calculator, I guess, would be the punchline to that joke. Person who calculates. All right. And I think if we just keep heading this way, we'll cut the road. Maybe? Maybe? Or we'll just bury ourselves in these trees. Yeah, there's no way we're getting through these. Sir. You know, it was all going so well. You know what happened? We oh God. We put a curse on ourselves when we drove through that cement factory. All right. So now we refuel this thing, and we refuel that thing, and then we go here. And I'm going to keep the repair points on a little while longer, because I like the idea of towing an extremely heavy weight. Keeps me humble. We're going to go... Yeah, we don't have too far to go. Okay. We'll haul this thing through the creepy cement factory and then drop it and then just run up the draw. Put the Azov back on its wheels and get it the last few hundred feet to that seismic anomaly point. This truck is pretty burly, but it's not as burly as it looks. Based on its appearance, I would expect this to be just the absolute meta truck of the game. It's good, but it's not all that. I don't know about that horn. All right. God, Russia is going to take forever. It really is. We've done, I don't know. We've done some tasks on this map. This one contract has taken us the entire stream. And we're not even done yet. Now, in fairness, part of that was me, you know, being inefficient. But there's still a lot going on this map. Alright, can we get around this thing? Zimnogorsk. I can't wait. We gotta go around behind this thing? Alright. Well, now you got me all primed for, you know, I don't know. That. Whatever that is. So then we're gonna go west. Yeah, we're gonna go west. Once we get through here, we'll go west past these trees. Looks like there's a little trail here. Maybe? Maybe? Yeah. Little trail here. Is this the one we came through once already? I don't remember. All right. Oh, really? Come on, man. Oh, yeah. Can I get through right there? Yeah, I think I can. Man, I'm just really trying to get this last few hundred meters out of the way. Just want to rescue this truck. Call it an episode. Oh, really? And then we've also got things like, it looks like there's a passage right here to the side, but there's not. Yeah, this is, I mean, again, I will be more than happy to accept responsibility for my own choices that put me where I am, but that's at times the game can seem really well balanced. At other times it can seem really just really kind of cheap and almost antagonistic. Yeah, or being high-centered on the rock. Continuing on, here we go. I think my frustration comes from what feels like inconsistency. And when the game is working, it feels so good, and then all of a sudden it just feels like all right. Okay. And then seemingly like out of nowhere, it will just kind of go south on you. Okay, so that tree, that tree doesn't move. All the other trees do, but not that one. Like a George Lucas movie script, where it's like, it's good, and then all of a sudden it takes a turn. What just happened? What? Who is this character? Why does this movie suck all of a sudden? If the game had been bad from the minute I hopped into it, I wouldn't have played it this long. But it is difficult not to notice the times when it really feels like it takes a turn. It is, I mean, I'm frustrated by it at the moment, but it is, all things considered, it is a good game. That's why I'm still playing it. All right, so we've got this, and then we want to, nope. Nope. Oh my goodness. I'm really at a loss right now. It just seems to be all over the map. Could be me, certainly. Yeah. All right. Progress. Man, this last 200 feet, we're really gonna feel it. Game's making sure of that. Deckers, how you doing, brother? Is it Deckers or Dekers? Deekers. Okay, cool. Deckers. Also cool. We'll get it. We'll figure it out. All right. All right, so if we go over here, it's so gnarly back here. God, I'm kind of wanting to just drop this trailer and recover this truck out of here when we get this job done. All right. Oof. All right. And I suspect, yeah, very much on like shaky ground right now. All right. That was easy. Piece of cake. It's wonderful. Here we go. All right. I would also not be opposed to an option to turn that beeping off right about now. You said there's what? You said there's what, like 50 more of these tasks? Oh, we're hustling, brother. We are hustling. So close. Trying to get out of the water, but I feel like when we do that, we don't get any closer, and that tells me it's maybe over here on this little pad to the right. And then we high center. Jeezy Pete's. All right. Something else we gotta do is make that go away. All right. So not that way. Is it back here? I did discover the exploding fencing. Right. I'm gonna call it there. Let's see at least what we got going on. So you said there's no garages anywhere but in Drowned Lands. We need to figure out what to do with this truck right here. Yeah, the Tega will be tomorrow. We need to figure out what to do with this thing right here. Obviously, we'll get it out of the swamp. And this one as well. And yeah, we'll just figure that out tomorrow. Wow, this game. It is, it's a handful, man. No doubt. Okay, there is a garage. All right, we'll figure it out. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for checking out the stream. Thanks for checking out the channel. See you tomorrow. Good night.